Chapter 73, The Trio and the Camos. In the awesome Atone, the Legion starts making its way to Fretcher's planet. As they fly through space, Zami and Nicole show that they are eager for an audience and a sense of purpose for themselves which Fretcher finds to be unsure. Fretcher, who can connect his mind with past ancestors, used to always prioritize the well-being of the public before their intentions, making them another good set of guardians throughout the universe alongside the Titanrans and many more. Fretcher even asks about saving the public. And all that Zami and Nicole respond with is that they do try and help the public, but they are often prioritizing other things such as fighting the main foes who lead armies like Orpheon, Ozona, or Mechajaw. Not to mention the servicemen used to help the public more so, and the public has been mostly neglecting the Legion's help despite occasional cases of the public liking the Legion. This Fretcher still finds inexcusable. And so the journey goes on throughout a galaxy which you can tell has been through two apocalyptic events at once. While the whole of space seemed peaceful at first, a collection of ships appears quickly from a nearby planet, a collection of ships from the Camos. These spaceships that the Camos ride on are alike Hummer cars but with fins on the side and top, with vegetation frosted by space, a greenish-white color overall. This shocks those in the awesome Atone, and once the Camos start firing, Zami pilots to avoid all the fire. They zoom around space first, only for the Camos ships to appear from all angles, encouraging the awesome Atone to go down to the Camos planet. From how the ships are positioned, Nicole thinks they are being led into a trap. Nicole and Fretcher are on the awesome Atone's turrets, only shooting very light lightning to stun the ship's weapons, but now they alongside Zami himself are having to shoot at the Camos that have their turrets. The world is quite exotic, a world where it has a lot of cliffs and waterfalls, yellowish-green grass and a lot of tree houses. Even the race wear shirts and trousers which use lead-like materials, bearing pale green skin, big eyes, and have small plants growing from them. With most of them possessing long rifles, this is a race with occasional technology despite being a mostly natural world. With no getting out of the planet, the Camos even start to fire netting at the ship to bring it down, and the awesome Atone eventually gets caught and then dragged into the ground. The awesome Atone despite being able to be repaired thanks to Zami's cube abilities. The Camos start to surround the Legion. Zami tries to form barriers around them, massive cubes to avoid the fire, with Nicole having her shield up, alongside Fretcher using an arrow to form a force field around him. Once the Camos fully surround the Legion with their type of guns on their person, alongside the ships coming about, Zami is then tasked by Nicole to charge up a wave of light lightning, thanks to being defended. Zami then releases the light lightning, knocking over the Camos without knocking them out, easy to get up afterwards. Even starting to stun the ships light enough for the Camos to land safely and having enough time to think, this out-of-nowhere attack has now ended. After a clash, Fretcher eventually gets his way. The Camos were after them and using force as revenge for the many misdoings the Legion had done alongside many other planets that have suffered. This affected the likes of trade, and made the Camos live a rough life where their resources may all go. But the Legion reassures them that Zionthor will be taken down, it will make the Legion trusted again and the universe will be safer. Then Fretcher states more comforting words like how they and others will be considered and protected. Their lives will be prioritized alongside other races across the cosmos, and this is what gets the Camos to calm down and let the Legion go free, putting aside this threat which isn't tied with Zionthor. But as the awesome Atone is going up into the air, both Zami and Nicole argue with Fretcher. Fretcher starts to see that the Legion is driven by its own goals instead of the lives of the public. Both Zami and Nicole deny this, but Fretcher then goes on to say that if they want to reach their former glory, then the Legion must prioritize the public of all planets at a point where they may have to lose their own goals for the greater good because you never know, even with Zionthor gone, they might not be forgiven. Finally, Fretcher then provides a last verbal kick. The Legion seems to be no different from Retron, belittling others because they have a higher position and misunderstanding what their intentions are versus their goals, as Fretcher tries to remember what Retron was like. This does make both Nicole and Zami quiet, thinking about Fretcher's words. Fretcher even adds that his race used to be part of a culture where anyone else had to be prioritized other than yourself because selfishness was a crime, an insult to their culture. If the Legion were to come back, They would need to appeal to the most strict of races such as Aroics if they ever come back.